In today's episode of The Tenant, I'm in the wine capital of India, Nashik. Our tenant today is a man who left Mumbai to come all the way over here. He and his wife are in a long distance relationship. Why did he shift over here? How do he and his wife manage? Let's meet him.
Hi Vishal,
Hi Rohit, good to see you.
good to see you. Welcome to my home, away from home.
Okay, home away from home. So this is your second home. So what is it that gets you to a second home in a place like Nashik?
So, moving to Nashik was for all professional reasons. There was an opportunity which I had been aspiring for quite some time.
Okay.
And वो मुझे मिला तो there was no reason why I had to say no to it.
Okay.
So relocation was a byproduct of it.
Okay. So opportunity in Nashik, so you came.
Yes.
Because generally it's the other way around. People from Nashik come to Mumbai.
Correct.
In your case, Mumbai you came to Nashik.
Yes.
Why this location?
So, for quite a few reasons. So, first of all, proximity to the office, and then उसके बाद configuration is something which I understood I needed 2 BHK. Okay. एक बार ये दो decisions आपके clear हो जाते हैं ना, उसके बाद when I started searching for houses, it was a lot about vibes of the house.
Okay. So this house, when you say vibes, is the size, does the size determine the vibe of the house? So how big is this firstly?
So, vibe, okay, so this is about 660 square feet.
Okay.
Okay, so,
And it has a big balcony.
yeah. To be very honest, there were a lot bigger apartment, big builder name, better tiling, and all those things are available. But there is something in this house which made me say, this is my home away from home.
So what were those things like?
So very things which I cannot be quantified. I cannot quantify. So things like the moment I entered the house, there was a gush of fresh air. Okay. Then I had come in the morning and I saw that there was natural abundant light. Then when I'm walking towards the kitchen, the broker is saying कि सर देखो modular kitchen and all है. For me, it was not really modular kitchen that I was visualizing. In my mind, I could see me and my wife cooking together, having fun, having a lot of gupshup. So something that I do back home in Thane.
Okay.
So Thane is where I just to give you a fair idea. So Thane is 170 kilometers from here. That is where I was staying with me, my wife, and a little one.
So you mentioned you have a wife and a child. So for all practical purposes, you're in a long distance marriage. From a housing perspective, what are the strengths and weaknesses of being in a long distance marriage?
First and foremost, your costs pile up. Okay, you're paying 2 rents, 2 gadiyan, extra fuel, and then the additional servant, utility bills, plus all the furniture and electronics you have to buy twice, right? When you're staying together in a marriage, you are dependent on each other for a lot of things, whether it is house running, cooking, cleaning, or a lot of going out, socializing, friends and all. So you have a common set of friends, and their entire set is now something that you have to split.
On a very lighter note, what's the best thing about being in a long distance marriage?
You can mess around the house the way you want to. But genuinely speaking, so I go around exploring different places. कि जब family आएगी तो we'll take them there, we'll show this place, and so that way, that excitement is something that remains. When I go back to Thane, we have like Chinese खाने जाएंगे, we'll go to our favorite restaurant. Quite a few things that we're always excited to do. So excitement quotient has definitely gone up when you're meeting after about a week.
You said at the start about the kitchen, the broker positioning it in a way you viewed it differently.
Yeah.
What is special about this kitchen?
Yeah, for me personally, I always wanted the kitchen to be the main point, the main area of the house, because cooking should be fun. Okay, so right now when I see my mom back at my hometown, it's very sweaty for her. Okay, when she is cooking, the ventilation is not adequate. Even if you put the fan on, the gas tends to shut off. So as a result, she cannot get enough air. So as a result, she's always sweating. Similarly, back home in Thane also, we realize that there is no adequate ventilation. So there is always a struggle that you are having in the kitchen.
So how do you manage that?
In this house, somehow the developer had done something very interesting. Okay, so if you see here, the gas is is about almost a half a feet below this slab, and this is where the entire gush of wind comes in. So it is, and it's like standing in front of an air conditioner. The wind is so pleasant. Okay. So, and the best part is, even if you are cooking, okay, you can continue to keep the window open because there is a gap between the window and the gas stove.
So up ahead here will be the bedrooms, right?
Yeah, so two bedrooms are here. Both the bedrooms are equal in size. Okay, one is the guest bedroom.
Okay.
So again, it's just next to the window. But the moment you wake up, you see the sun light falling on you. So that's why I have the curtains also, which are pitch dark. So if you want to sleep till late, you can pull over these curtains.
So tell me, what do your friends say when you tell them that you're relocated from a city like Mumbai, a super metro, into small city like Nashik? People from Mumbai, when they go, few of them go to like a Bangalore or Gurgaon. Most of them, if they have to go, they go to like a London or a Singapore or even New York.
See, they are a bit taken aback, and not just my friend, my wife was also taken aback. So I told them that, okay, just give it some time. Let's understand what exactly is there in offering from Nashik. And when I did move in here, I realized that Nashik is a very classy city. Okay, so
Classy.
very classy city. When I come to Nashik, when she visits me, we have not just one, quite a few vineyards that I can take her to. And from the Sula, Soma, York and all, we have about 15-20 vineyards in Nashik. Okay. And the world's best champagne maker, Moet Shannon, they have a 22-acre vineyard over here, which is beautiful. Look at the picturesque landscape of Nashik. Okay, you have hills, you have lakes, you have plethora of flora and fauna over here. It's so much fun, when my wife comes over here, we just pack something to eat and we go long drives.
What was her reaction when you told her that you're thinking that you had an opportunity in Nashik that you wanted to explore? Did she say you were completely nuts?
So what I told her is that I'll try and come as frequently as possible. In the initial few months, I was making almost 2 trips in a week to Thane. Later on, when mentally we settled down, and that's when I started to go over the weekends.
So you said many good things about Nashik, including one big revelation that Nashik is a classy place. What's the weakness?
So vacation for me and my wife are just about staying together. We are not able to go to any destinations anymore, neither to our relatives and all, because whatever extra days here and there that we get are consumed in an extended stay. Either she comes over here or I go to Thane.
So tell me, what's the one big expense of Nashik that you were not expecting but that came up?
2, I would rather highlight. One is the fuel expense. So I almost spend 25 to 30,000 a month because I have to do commuting over the weekend to Thane, and then on daily basis I have to go to my workplace, which is about 20-25 kilometers away on daily basis. So 10,000 up and down to Thane goes, and about 10,000 to my workplace up and down, and about 5-10,000 rupees roaming around either in Thane or in Nashik. So that's a big expense, number one. Second thing that I felt is that the cost of repair and maintenance in Nashik is a lot more, and public transport is expensive here. The autos are expensive here. Repair and maintenance, for example, AC installation in Mumbai would cost you 1,000, 1,100, max to max 1,200 rupees if you go by urban club. But here the technicians are hard to find. So as a result, whoever comes, they'll charge 1,500, 1,600, those kind of charges. So repairs and maintenance in Nashik are relatively expensive.
You mentioned the weekly drive from Thane to Mumbai, Thane to Nashik, and Nashik to Thane.
Consumes about 10,000, yeah.
Have you found a solution to keep that cost
Yeah,
down?
sometimes I try and go by the BlaBlaCar. BlaBla is an application through which you share. It's a ride sharing application. So people like us, when you're driving down long distances, and if you do not have co-passengers with you and you want to share the cost, you put it on an application. You are saying that I'm traveling from here to here. Anyone who wants to join me, can join me at this particular cost.
Okay. So that has managed to bring down your cost quite a bit?
Initially it did, because I had my fixed schedule, so I was not engaged so much in my workplace. So I used to leave on time on Friday. So as a result, I could pick up a few people and then cut down my cost. But then as days went by, I realized that my workplace was becoming a bit more consuming. As a result, I couldn't leave exactly at the hour when I wanted to.
So this is about this bedroom. This will be the bathroom.
Yeah. So good bathroom, comfortable. The builder is a nice tile collection. I mean, just color combinations are pretty subtle. So that way I'm comfortable. I like to have good showers, so that's also available here.
Okay.
This is what I call a new age washroom. So both these bathrooms, whether it's the master one or the common one, they are nicely laid out with a bigger shower and bigger light tiling and concealed everything is here. So that makes it very comfortable. Being in Mumbai, you get used to these things. So at least those things are taken care of. This house would otherwise be very affordable for a Mumbaiker. Somebody told me this house is just about 40 lakhs rupees. I would fall for it any day. Look at the view, unending view of the highway and the direct abundance of light, fresh air, fun of cooking, a neatly laid out house, and for 40 lakhs rupees.
So that's on the, if you were to purchase it.
Yeah.
In terms of renting, how much would it cost you?
So I am paying 12,000 as rent and I paid 5 months deposit.
For 50,000. So 5 months deposit. Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's
Mumbai
very
typically
cheap.
does 3 months. So
Yeah, so I paid 5 months. Somehow I've seen that Mumbai impact is here. The brokers, they tend to charge you 1 month of brokerage, and the owners also, they tend to say, oh, minimum 5 months, 3 months, 4 months and all is what it eventually boils down to. But just 100 kilometers ahead of Nashik, we will have towns which have more of an indoor impact. The indoor is 1 month deposit.
So one thing where, while this may have the Mumbai rub-off, one thing where it doesn't have the Mumbai rub-off is in the balcony.
This
Big
is the one, a big one.
Do you use the balcony a lot?
Yeah, so when my wife, when she comes over, we've had candlelight dinners over here because this is very picturesque. Okay, so nice breeze. So that's, and at least we close the balcony and we make a little play here. We have a dinner always here. Many times I have just put a gadda over here and it's so breezy and I sleep over here. Where else in Mumbai do you think you can sleep in the open sky?
Most new age constructions, they have amenities.
Yes.
Does this have amenities?
So there are quite a few. However, one of the big reasons I moved into this locality is something that happens in Nashik a lot more often than it happens in Mumbai. So in Mumbai, you get all amenities in a township, and that's where you go and enjoy your sports or recreational activities. Out here in Nashik, I've seen a lot of development happens around the government-provided stadiums. There are quite a few stadiums. One is very adjoining to this township itself. The reason why I also moved in here. There are quite a few of them where people can go and they can take the amenities for as low as 200, 300 rupees a month.
Can you see the stadium?
Sure, let's go.
So Rohit, we are in this stadium that you spoke about. This is a frequently visited place by you?
Yes. So, as I told you, in Mumbai there is a whole concept of townships ke under amenities. But out here in Nashik, you have government built stadium like these, which are world class amenities. Look at the kind of quality of the turf and the international quality players who play along with you. So, the kind of stadium facility that everyone in Nashik has access to is brilliant. So, this turf, running on this turf monthly 220 rupees. Okay, if you want to go like I play squash, it costs me 300 rupees. Okay, so, and you have international quality coaches also available. Then there is an archery facility, shooting range here. So all these are pretty much at a very close proximity to you. So I would consider it part of the township. Now it's a very beautiful concept because you are not paying heavy maintenance like that of a township in Mumbai. You are paying a very minuscule maintenance plus this kind of facility is nearby. So a very perfect setup for your kids to grow up also.
So basically what you pay say in a Gurgaon or Mumbai paying 5,000, 10,000 rupees per month, here you can get all those amenities for like 1,000 rupees.
200 rupees, yeah.
Will you buy a home in Nashik? Have you gone and seen any apartments to purchase?
So I did go out to see a few apartments. So while we were looking out for places on rent, I was also looking at places to purchase also. So the places, some of them are pretty decent complex here, but couldn't really relate to the vibes that I was looking at. Okay, so hence not in the near future, but if something comes up which could match what I'm looking for, then maybe yes.
Nashik has perpetually been the city that is the next Pune, next Mumbai. It's not happened for a long time. Hearing you, I feel that you think at least that Nashik is on the cusp of a takeoff. Am I right?
Yes, definitely. So it is right for certain segments of people. Okay, so it may be not right for the people who are looking for affordability, because every now and then you can't be moving in and out of Mumbai for affordability as a reason. But if you are a retired bureaucrat who has already proven a point in his life and now wants a quality setup and close proximity to Mumbai where your kids and grandchildren could be visiting you, this is the place where you can have your community, a classy community, nice place to be around. So retired bureaucrats, this is a perfect place. The second segment is the creative people, the writers or the painters or the marketing professionals and all. These kind of people, every now and then they are always in a lot of data, but at the same time they always have to zoom out and think and connect dotted lines. So this is the perfect place where you are in between the nature. At the same time, you are also able to, you're getting time to think. You are not in the buzzard of Mumbai anymore. So all in all, if you see people who appreciate the two intangibles, that is fresh air and abundant sunlight. This is something you don't get very easily in Mumbai. You get a lot of amenities, but these are the two things which are not available easily. This is something that is available here in Nashik.
So you said sunlight and breeze. That's the
Yeah.
part you kept mentioning even in your apartment.
Yes.
That's a realization that dawned on you after you shifted here, or you already knew that,
Oh yes,
that Mumbai lacked
after I
that?
shifted here. Because when I was in Mumbai, I would go to one township after another, and everyone would talk about a lot of amenities. Somebody talks about vitrified tile, somebody talks about wooden flooring, or 100 plus amenities, but nobody talks about abundant sunlight. Nobody talks about fresh air always gushing into your bedroom. No.
Probably that's because Mumbai doesn't have it, right? The fresh air. So, okay. On that note,
Yeah.
thank you, Rohit, for coming
Yeah.
on the Tenant. Interesting story. A
Yes.
lot of people come from Nashik to Mumbai, not
Yes.
the other way around. You have clearly chosen to stay here, so
Yes.
Nasik's working. Yeah, you said Nashik works for you in ways that Mumbai doesn't.
Yes.
And you said it's a classy place as well. May many more people discover it.
Pleasure to have you over, Vishal. Take care.
Time for the report card. First up at the building and apartment level. For Nashik standards, this is a compact to mid-size 2 BHK, 660 square feet building. New age building, has amenities in a city that otherwise has very few projects with that sort of structure. Location, this is a location that's on the outskirts of Nashik. So it's a 50-50. While it has a lot of peace and nature, it doesn't have too much vibrancy. Connectivity is weak. Private transport is almost a necessity. So all in all, if you're a person who has worked from home, has an exploratory streak to try out different cities, wants something at a low budget, this is a sort of project and location that can be considered.